You know your boy's got love for you when you're about to do a 3-hour trip and he says, come and get the Corolla. So you don't have to spend a lot of gas on the Tundra. So I bought a truck for 2 reasons, basically. Because I wanted to be able to tow my car easily and, you know, safely and whatnot. And the second reason, because I wanted to be able to like pick stuff up. For example, right now I'm going to pick up a set of wheels. So of course, yeah, it'd be nice to have a truck to throw them in the back of. And you find me using my buddy's Corolla. Last night we were talking about it, and he's like, yo, you know you're doing a long trip, why don't you just take mine? I'm like, all right. So we're going to Tampa area. It's actually a little bit south of Tampa, if I'm not mistaken, which is like 3 and something hour drive. But before that, we're gonna go to Orlando, stop by Carlos's shop, say what's up, and pick up some wheels. I really think you guys are gonna like them. They're not the flashiest wheels. They're just, you know, pure function, and they're going for the CRX. So you know the Integra already has the VMS slicks and skinnies. It's got the 13x10s in the front and the 13x4s, or 15x4s, I think they are, or 15x5s. I always forget the number, but it's the skinnies, the matching set. And for the CRX, we are doing something pretty aggressive and functional. So I'm pretty sure that you all will like it. And the reason I'm not looking at the camera is because, yes, I'm driving and it would be unsafe. So actually there's a Panera Bread right there. I think I'm gonna get some breakfast and then head down. I gotta tell you, I miss driving a car. Not that I don't drive cars on a regular, because I still do drive cars, but I miss driving on the highway in a car instead of a truck. And yeah, I've been thinking about putting something together. I know the CRX is going to be a street car, but I miss quiet daily, I guess you could say. That's a car. My Facebook memory came up today of my old RSX. It was lowered, really low. Well, it wasn't crazy low, but it was lowered. Wheels, nice paint. And that was it. It was a nice car. And I kind of want something like that again. Lowered wheels, good on gas. Not loud, but good sound system. I don't know, like a car daily instead of a truck. But as soon as I do that, I know I'm going to start wanting to daily the truck again. So, I mean, that's how it is with some car people. A lot of people sometimes ask me how I feel about working on specific projects for long periods of times. For example, the CRX or the Integra. And the type of car person that I am is that I love to jump builds. Not to say that I'll leave one completely, but one week I'll want to go all out on the Integra, then the other week I'll want to do everything on the CRX, and the other week I'll want to build a truck how I want it, or this, that, or another. It's very expensive, not very good for my bank, but it kind of falls back on you guys, so as viewers, I apologize, because I know it doesn't always bring the most consistent content, but it is the most honest content. If you see what I'm doing here, here, or here. So for example, today I am getting wheels for the CRX, and maybe tomorrow I'll do some content on the Integra, for example. But yeah, I don't know why I started talking about this, but yeah, I miss a car. Little shop, picked up a little something. I'm gonna show y'all later. Just a little teaser. Woo! What are those lines? Fuel lines? I don't know. We'll find out soon. So right now we get to hop back on the highway, drive about 2 more hours to Tampa, and pick up those wheels that we mentioned earlier. There's a Civic hatchback there with a V-stack. You gotta love West Coast Florida sunsets. I know I'm not totally to the West Coast yet, but the sky is just beautiful. One of the beautiful things about Florida, you have mostly year-round good weather. You can race all time of the year, basically. And East Coast, you have beautiful beaches with awesome sunrises. West Coast, you have beautiful beaches with awesome sunsets. So, yeah, Florida. Oof. Look at that gorgeous sunset. Here, it's about to come out from behind the trees. Oh my God, so nice. Nice Impala. Real nice Impala. What's up, guys? It's the next morning. I have all the wheels now in the back of my truck. I dropped off Alfonso's Corolla last night, switched back cars. I also have my t-shirts, Nitrous kit back there, and we are heading to the car wash at the moment. I have, if you saw the last video on clear coating the carbon fenders, you know that I use the aircraft paint remover, which I'm actually going to be using right now as well to get all the old paint off of the wheels and give a nice fresh coat of paint later this afternoon, since it is pretty dry outside. It's nice and cloud free, nice clear day, and it is in like the high 70s, so it should be good enough to paint. We'll take advantage of the good weather, and yeah, so we're heading to the car wash right now. Oh god. It's loose. Okay. I did turn this off. Well, it's on the last couple seconds right now. And off of that first coat of the aircraft paint remover, these came out very well. I think that was just the original paint, or maybe one or two coats. You can see that underneath there was black, then silver, and then another layer of black underneath. So this one came out pretty good. These first two ones look like they had been painted maybe 5-6 times in the past, because a whole bunch of different colors came off. So I think we're gonna do one more coat of the aircraft paint remover, let it sit for a couple more minutes, and then go ahead and pressure wash it one last time. And then at home, I'll finish it off by sanding it down. I just really wanted to get it down to as much bare metal as possible. And even if it's not bare metal, at least like the original coats. That way we can make sure that we have a nice, good paint surface for when we paint it later today. Product. This one still has some residue paint on it. This one we started getting down to bare metal, as you can see right there. These, just like they were before, they are much worse off, but we're gonna hit this, I think, with either a wire brush or like an abrasive spinning wheel at home, and then do some sanding and get them nice and clean. I got some stuff out of the truck. All right, guys, so I just got off work right now. As you could tell, I unloaded everything from the truck. I have the 4 wheels with slicks, and then 3 other slicks as well. Some lines for nitrous, which includes this beautiful nitrous bottle. Now, when it comes to the nitrous kits, NOS is okay. I like Nitrous Express and a few other companies a little bit more, but I got a good deal on the nitrous kit for this. And I know that I said that I was going to be doing a direct port for the CRX. Come to find out, I actually got a really good deal for this. And I know I can do some other jets and then run a distribution block and make it into a direct port. But to be honest with you, for simplicity, I think I'm just going to stick with the single fogger. Probably put it somewhere under the intake around right here. Just to let you know, this is not the intake. This is just something I was doing for mock-up. I kind of wanted to test out how I was going to be doing the actual intake piping. From the looks of it, I think I'm just gonna have like a 45 come off of there, straight out the headlight. I'm gonna get some plastic ones because I don't want to ruin some glass ones, and I don't think I can really drill that out. And yes, it's going coil on plug. No, this is not the coil on plug. This is just the plate and the coils that came off of the Integra. I just have them sitting right there because I wanted to look at it like that. But yeah, I'm kind of out of breath. Oh, the shirts. So these are the shirts that I mentioned earlier on my Instagram. These range from small to 3XL. I actually have about 40 or 50 left. We actually sold a bunch on the release date. So they are still on the website, thesptuning.com, thesptuning.com. So we got a bunch of those left. The one that I finished prepping earlier today is actually this one, and I wire brushed the whole thing, and it came out to a really nice clean finish, although it sat in the back of my truck last night, or during tonight while I was at work, and it did get some surface rust right there, which isn't a problem since we can clean that up before we prep the rest of the wheel. But since this one came out so good with an old wire brush that I had, or an old wire wheel that I had, I ended up picking one up that was a little bit bigger and can get into more of an angle onto the wheels since these are so concave and so deep. That's gonna be a perfect wire brush for us. I still have to do the other ones, which I think I'm gonna do tomorrow, and do the painting on another video. If I even do it on a video, I might just put it on my Instagram. But real quick, I just wanted to mock this front one onto the front of the car. The fender is off, but I wanted to get like a little visualization, kind of like a visual aid to see what the wheel is actually gonna look like. So I'm just gonna set the phone down, set that right there. Obviously there aren't any lug nuts on yet, but just from the look of it, you can tell that it is a pretty aggressive fitment. And the fender will fit right about right here to stick with the body line. So these are going to stick out a ton. I told you guys the CRX is gonna look insane. And the trailing arms aren't on the car right now for the back, but you can definitely have with your imagination, just think exactly what it's gonna look like. This is just so wild. But I really love this, and I'm gonna mess with the turn radius and everything and how it clears the bumper and the back of the fender in another video. But for the time being, we pretty much do have an idea of how it's gonna sit. And I'm gonna get all these moved over to the corner so they're not in the way for right now. But yeah, pretty much a successful day. Got the wheels, got the nitrous bottle, got a whole bunch of extra slicks, got the nitrous lines. I just need to order one fitting that goes off of my fuel feed onto the nitrous wet solenoid for the fuel. That way I can have a wet kit that functions correctly with the ethanol and everything. And that should pretty much be it. I just really wanted to keep you guys updated with what I picked up for the CRX. I am super happy to be running these wheels. I'm super happy that I could get the nitrous kit as well. Everything's starting to come together. CRX has kind of been not on hold, but I've been buying some stuff for the Integra, so the money has kind of gone towards that. But in this coming week, I really want to get the rear differential actually mounted onto the car using a bracket that we picked up, which I have the box for right over here. And this is by Odyssey Fab. And they actually make a weld-in bracket that sits very well into the subframe. We're gonna be doing a whole video on that, on how to mount it, how to weld it in, and the fitment of the axles and everything. So make sure to stay tuned. If all goes well, it should be in the next week or two that we have everything all situated for that. And you guys can definitely see, I know some people have been asking about that, how we're gonna do it. And that's definitely how we're gonna be doing it in the next week or two, even though I just repeated that. But thanks for watching, guys. If you have any questions, like always, make sure to leave them down in the comment section below. We've appreciated all your support throughout the last couple weeks, especially. If you want to go over to the website, it's thesptuning.com. Check out, even if you don't want to buy a shirt or a sticker, just check it out and let us know what you think. But just wanted to say thank you, everybody, and hope you enjoy the rest of your evening. Peace.